Today I'm going to be walking you through the process of creating your first timeline with Sutori. When you go to Sutori.com, you should see a page that looks like this. The first thing you need to do when logging in for the first time is to go to the top right corner and click Sign Up. When you click Sign Up, all we need to do is click the first button that says Sign Up with Google, since we already have our Google accounts. A box might pop up asking you to click Allow, or it might just sign you in automatically. Either way is fine. When you are signed in, your account should look something like this. Mine looks a little bit different because I have a teacher account, but you should have a tab at the top that says Stories. This is where all of your timelines will be kept. They're called stories on Sutori, but they are basically the same thing as a timeline. So you're going to click the plus sign where it says Create Your First Story. And it should look something like this. You will have a header at the top that you can change to a different image. And then you have where your actual timeline events will go. So you'll start by inserting a title to your timeline, and then you can write a short introduction to your story. The next thing you're going to do is start adding in your events. So after you have brainstormed what events you'd like to include in your timeline, you can start actually adding them in. And how you add things to your timeline is using the plus sign. So you can add a short description of the event, where you were born, what hospital, things like that. And then you can also add in a picture, or maybe you want to link to a map or something like that. Any of those things would be good things to add for that first event. And then your timeline needs to be in chronological order, so you can just move the plus sign down to where you would like your next event to be. And you can click to add more text. You can also click on any of the boxes where your text is, and you can change the size of the box using the arrows to make it go across the timeline. Or you can use this move button to move it to a different position along the timeline as well. So play around with Sutori a little bit. I'm also going to link to a tutorial video that you can use as well. And you can basically do whatever you like with your timeline as long as you are following the guidelines. Because this is your life story. It should be creative, it should be about you, and it should show your personality. The last thing I want to mention is adding conclusions and sources. So at the very bottom of your timeline, you'll have a link that says Add Conclusion and Sources. And this is where you can wrap up your conclusion, maybe write a couple sentences about what you hope for in the future. And then if you use any other websites, you need to put them here. So if you used the World Book website from the library website, you would need to put a link here in this space to that website. So if you use any other websites to find information about events, make sure you put a link here so that you are citing your sources. We don't want to plagiarize. If you have any questions, please let me know. And also, again, I will post some more links as well to help you use Sutori. But overall, just have fun with it and create an awesome timeline.